So, Doctor, we'll see the next question.
Hello ma'am, I am Harsha Hemachandran, studying MBA in SNGST. Most of the teenager girls facing the problem of dark circles, but how can we overcome it?
Dark circles is also another common problem. So there are so many different causes for dark circles. One is it is commonly seen in some families, like families where there is an incidence of asthma, like allergies and things, they tend to have these dark circles. That's actually a sign of this allergic tendency. Okay. Then when they use excess of like computer, then they tend to develop dark circles. And when there is eye strain, that's another cause. Then due to like some people use this kind of eye cosmetics which also tend to stain the iris. And then when there is a deprivation of sleep, that is another factor. Then definitely stress is another factor which leads. So most often we see the dark circles not associated with a single cause. It may be due to so many causes. So whenever we have somebody with dark circles, we have to evaluate and see what exactly is the cause. And many a time, and the thing is like the skin under the eye is very sensitive and it's a very thin skin. So whatever you use under the eye, it can lead to easy allergies and the thing. And nowadays like so many things are being advocated for these dark circles and the sort, and I do see a lot of people coming with use of potatoes, use of this thing and that thing, so that leads to allergies and irritations which can exacerbate dark circles. And the other thing is like dark circles also occurs due to sluggish or decreased blood flow in the under eye region. So we have to take into account all these factors and then only we can treat the dark circle. So for some people, a good sleep may help to alleviate the dark circle. Or for some, like if they are using the computer like for a long time, don't look in the computer screen continuously for a long time. They can avoid the gaze like in between, so that that kind of strain won't be there. Then the other thing is like avoidance of stress is an important thing. So it's easily said, but it's very difficult to do. But like some kind of positive thinking and practicing yoga and these things, that also helps to get in that positive thing and helps to get rid of the dark circles to an extent. Then the other thing is like some people like they have got the like so many wrong habits, so that like having a proper like life, that is continuously watching the TV and the things, and that also not in the proper postures, so that all leads to eye strain. And if they find the eye strain is there, get the eye vision checked and correct it, that also can alleviate it. So never go for those proprietary preparations available in the market. Show it to a doctor, evaluate, find out what exactly is the cause and then treat it, because otherwise it can lead to exacerbation of the problem. Because nowadays so many cosmetics are available in the market, and so many of them, people tend to use them saying like that matches my color, skin and the thing, but they may be containing some of the heavy metals and the things which can actually stain the skin and lead to permanent color and the things. So be careful regarding whatever thing that you use, whether it is the cosmetic or the medicine or the thing. So that is something.
So what about aging, doctor? Does it really contribute to this?
Yeah, aging. So like since we are discussing about the youth, that's why like I didn't mention it. Definitely age is a factor. So as age increases, the strain, everything tends to increase. So that tends to naturally increase. Plus what happens is with aging, the wrinkles under the eye also tends to increase. So people tend to develop fine lines, that exacerbate that color.
We'll move to the next question, doctor.
Hi ma'am, I'm Rosemary, doing my MBA first sem. I would like to know that is there any creams or treatment for scar?
Scars is a very difficult thing to treat. Once you develop a scar, you are bound to have it for a lifetime. No cream is actually going to do any magic for scars. There are some creams which may work to a very little extent, but if you're really bothered about scars, you have to go for some procedural treatment. So now there are treatments like there are lasers available, then there are treatments like the derma roller, and then there are specific peels called like silicone based peels which we have to do for the scars. And then depending on the scars, sometimes the scars may be pigmented, then the type of peel we do for it is different, and the type of scar, that is the scar which develops after pimple needs a different kind of treatment. The scar which you develop after a burn or something needs a different kind of treatment. So and the size of the scar is another thing. sometimes you may have to go for scar revision surgeries if they are very large scars. So if they are very small scars, definitely we can do so many things for that. And if they are depressed scars, we need to go for some treatments like filler injections and the things to raise them up. So
Okay.
that's the thing.
Okay. Doctor, you have talked about laser treatment. Can you just explain more about it?
That is for the scars.
Yes.
Yeah, that also depends, as I told you, know, depending on the type of scar. Like in our case, in our like South India, we have got a very sunny climate, so there is a very rare chance of getting pigmentation. Like the derma roller treatment is actually a small instrument with needles. It's a combination of the treatment, and that depends on the type of scar, as I told you. So for that, like depending on the type of scar, we do it. Or sometimes if it's a pigmented scar, we may go for something called Q-switched NDR laser. So that's
Okay. Doctor, how about this? How about the cost of this? Like,
That's again depending on how
The
big the scar,
scar
which
is.
area is
Okay.
affected by the scar.
Okay.
Depends on the number of sittings or the things that we have to do. No? Because when you do a laser, the number of shots is the thing that matters.
usually, how many sittings they may need?
That also
Again,
depends. No? Because for each person, the treatment varies. So definitely, like it varies from person to person. I cannot just say like, okay, with the
This
treatments,
machine,
this is going to
okay.
improve or something like that.
Okay. Is it a painful procedure, doctor?
The thing is like definitely scar is a scar tissue, no?
Okay.
So when it is like a pain won't be painful, but the other treatments when we are going in, definitely it is painful. So what we do is like we give either local anesthetic creams or local anesthetic injections and then do the treatments.